Tonight, our big story on 12 News at 10. We're learning new details about the suspects who ignited a shootout in broad daylight in Ahwatukee last week. Good evening, I'm Kariba Devine.
And I'm Mike Gonzalez in for Mark Curtis tonight. That shooting left a woman dead and 4 federal agents hospitalized. Tonight, we know 2 people have been indicted.
Team 12's Bianca Bono has been combing through those documents, and she is live near 48th Street and Warren. Bianca.
Well, guys, good evening. With the exception of this wall, which is still damaged from that incident, this Ahwatukee neighborhood appears to be back to normal. But many who live around here say they haven't stopped thinking about the violence they witnessed. A federal indictment claims Warren Evan Jose is the man who opened fire in Ahwatukee last week. Jose accused of using an AK-47 style assault rifle to shoot at federal agents.
I heard the gunfire. It was rapid. It was terrible.
Neighbors near 48th Street and Warner still shaken up by what they heard.
It's very frightening. That's all I can say.
Officials say they started looking for Jose last month after he picked up an undocumented immigrant near Sells who needed medical attention. But instead of taking him to the hospital, officials say Jose took him to a house and held him against his will. The undocumented immigrant ultimately escaped and turned himself into police, telling them what happened. It wasn't until last Thursday that Homeland Security Investigation agents spotted Jose driving near Phoenix. He was in the passenger seat, while Valentina Valenzuela was in the back seat with 2 other undocumented immigrants. Teresa Medina Thomas, the driver. Federal agents trying to pull them over, but when they turned onto 48th Street, Jose opened fire, causing one agent to plow through this wall, officials firing back. Medina Thomas didn't survive the shootout, and 4 agents sent to the hospital. Now Jose is indicted on a slew of charges, including assaulting a federal officer with a dangerous weapon and discharging a firearm during a crime of violence. Valenzuela also facing lesser charges.
I hope it never happens again.
And an ICE spokesperson tells me those 4 federal agents who were hospitalized have since been released and are now recovering at home. We're live in Ahwatukee tonight. Bianca Bono, 12 News at 10.
Bianca, thanks so much for that update.